This is Ken Rose at Adams Morgan Day. The date is September 14th, 2025. Can you just do me a favor and state your name for the camera, please?
Carl Foster.
All right, Mr. Foster. And do I have permission to film this interview?
Yes,
All right, Mr. Foster. Now, are you from the DC, DMV area? And if not, where did you grow up?
I am from the DMV area. I'm from Maryland.
Okay. And do you live in the area currently, right now, like as in Adams Morgan or anywhere near, close by?
Yes, I currently live in Bowie, Maryland.
Okay. And so, what is it about? Well, I should say, what is the event that we are currently at right now?
We're at Adams Morgan Day 2025.
Okay, beautiful. And what is it that you're doing here today for Adams Morgan Day? What collective are you working with?
Well, I'm working with I work with Crime Victims Compensation Program, and we're committed to an outreach of community services that we offer through the neighborhood, and we wanted to reach out to the neighborhood to let them know about us and that we're accessible and how we're accessible.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, what kind of initiatives do you guys do over at the district courts?
Well, as I stated, we're from Crime Victims Compensation Program, and we help compensate victims of violent crimes, such as domestic violence or homicide, and provide them with temporary emergency housing, with referrals, help with relocation, help with other expenses that they may need just to get back on their feet.
Okay. So, is this your this isn't your first time coming to Adams Morgan Day?
No, actually, it's my first time coming to Adams Morgan.
Okay.
Yes.
And how you liking it? I know we're just getting started, but how
Right.
you liking it so far?
Oh, it's great. I think that once we get to see individuals in the neighborhood, it helps put a personal touch on what we provide, and also it helps us to get to know and face to face to victims and understand their neighborhood and understand if they have any questions to provide them with answers. Yeah.
So I know that you had already stated that you're from the DMV area. But
Yes.
I want to get into the people in which you interact with through the work that you're doing with the courts.
Okay.
So I'm curious to know how long have you been working with the courts?
Well, I've been working with the course for about 15 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you met a lot of people, experienced a lot of different narratives, testimonies.
Right.
So for the people who live in this area right here, or even neighboring neighborhoods within DC,
Right.
what have you noticed has been the biggest issues that may have brought to your attention in regards to the area?
I'm not sure if I understand your question.
So you are saying that it's a lot of domestic violence survivors that you're dealing with. So in regards to the areas in which that happens most often, where would you say that is?
Well, I can't necessarily say as far as where it necessarily happens and who it happens to. It's just it happens all over the area and all over the world. But fortunately, DC has a program where we can assist when that situation does arise. So we don't try to keep it into a statistical type of thing and as far as what area or what have you, because it's everywhere. So to that individual, it's not about statistics, it's about their personal situation. So the statistics are basically 100% the claimant as far as their situation at that time, and that's where we try to concentrate on.
So as somebody who, again, is from the DMV area and has interacted with a lot of these people, and maybe you've been around the city a lot, I would assume, are there any changes to the city that you've seen as somebody that has been in the area for about 15 years? Any positive and negative changes that you've seen in the community?
Oh well, I think a lot of it is positive as far as the growth and the interaction, especially with seeing what the courts have been able to do as far as making themselves more available and kind of flowing with the times. I think a great example of that is with COVID and where the court went into a mode of transforming themselves into making themselves still at that same accessibility, although the accessibility was limited due to the COVID outbreak, and making themselves more remote, which helped individuals get to the courts, and especially during a period of time that no one was moving around because of COVID. But that after COVID, it still remains in place. And then I think it's still a positive outreach to individuals that they always have accessibility to the courts. And I think that's important. And I think that's also an evolution that came about very quickly. And I think the court's response to that was immeasurable. You know.
But I appreciate the work that you're doing. It's very important to reach out to those kinds of people. Now, as somebody who you already said that you don't have that much experience with this particular event, we're just speaking to your community work, what is it that you envision for the community in the upcoming years?
What do I envision for
whether it's for the community, whether it's for the work that you yourself are doing, you hope to reach more people?
Yeah, I think just the same as this. It's places a human aspect to the work that you do. So anytime that can be done, I think is great, because there's nothing like a human touch. So when you're saying things, as far as things changing, the more they do change, the more they stay the same. And hopefully that's true from the standpoint of people still need that interaction. They still, with AI and all of this stuff that's going in with people, scanning in and video in, it's still important to have that personal touch and that outreach, so that people know that you're dealing with people.
Now, is AI, last question, is AI, I know you said it's a concern for you, is it a common thing that you've been dealing with in the past few years?
No, I think it's common for everybody. I think that AI is part of our lives. So there's nothing wrong with AI. In fact, it's great. But what I'm saying is, as far as it's still important to maintain the human touch. The thing is that AI is going to mimic you. So if you are, but you are still, that's still a copy, and the copy is never going to be as great as the original. So I think with these type of events, I think it's important to continue along with that human touch, so that people feel that there's a human behind their case, there's a human behind their thoughts and their feelings. And so these type of events I think are important. And on the other side, I think it's important for us to know that there's another individual, there's another human on the other side of that. As far as decisions that you make are not going to be AI, they're going to be a human that's going to be making those decisions.
It's very good that we have that human connection.
Right, yeah, because when you're talking about it, ultimately humans are going to reap the benefits or reap the consequences. So it's important to have that involvement of knowing what is suitable for them. And I don't think that will ever take place as far as them AI taking over decisions, and I hope it doesn't, as far as making decisions that ultimately affect humans on an outcome of a case, or an outcome of a claim, or an outcome of a disruption to their lives. Because when they're involved in a crime, it's usually going to be human to human. So you have to understand their emotions and their feelings, and you have to empathize with that. And I don't think that AI would ever get to that point. But these kind of events will make sure that that it's not all that we do, that we're not all AI.
Definitely appreciate you being very community oriented. I think
Yeah.
we definitely need something like that in this world.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you.
Foster, for your time.
All right. Appreciate you.